Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move your eyes away from this screen. This is not a random video pushed by an algorithm, but a divine interception orchestrated directly by heaven itself. I need you to listen closely to every single word. The message you are about to hear is a matter of absolute spiritual survival. The clock is ticking down to a critical moment in your timeline. Tomorrow is completely too late. If you wait until the morning to understand this, the window of opportunity will slam shut forever. The universe has paused everything just to deliver this urgent warning into your hands. You must stay here. The enemy is desperately trying to distract you right now. Take a deep breath and feel the rhythm of your heart. It has been racing for days for a reason. You have been feeling an unexplained heaviness in your chest. Your mind has been spinning with a chaotic energy that does not belong to you. That is not anxiety. That is your spirit detecting a massive collision of spiritual forces. The darkness is absolutely terrified of what happens if you stay until the end of this message. They know that this specific frequency holds the exact key to your ultimate breakthrough. They wanted you to swipe away 5 seconds ago. They want you to believe this is just another motivational speech, so they can keep you trapped in the same painful cycle. Do not let them win this battle for your attention. There is a hidden mechanism buried deep inside this transmission. It is a secret protocol that heaven only reveals to those who are truly ready. I am going to expose a massive trap that has been set up right in front of your final door. If you leave early, the blessing will still arrive tomorrow, but you will have no idea how to protect it. You have prayed through countless silent nights. You have shed tears that no human eyes ever witnessed. Heaven recorded every single drop, and now the answer is literally staring you in the face. To walk away now would be the greatest tragedy of your spiritual journey, because the forces of light are surrounding you right this second. Listen to the absolute silence in your room right now. That is the presence of angels waiting for your decision. Will you stay and receive the blueprint? Or will you scroll back into the matrix of confusion? The choice is entirely yours. But understand that this exact door will never open in this specific way again, because the alignment is incredibly rare. You are a rare soul. You were never meant to fit into their ordinary systems. They called you crazy when you sensed things before they happened. They laughed when you chose isolation over fake company. But everything you endured was rigorous preparation for this exact night, and you are standing on the edge of a generational wealth transfer. But there is something blocking the final release. I have to warn you about a fatal error that 99% of chosen ones make right before dawn. It is a subtle deception designed to rob you of your crown. I will reveal exactly what this trap looks like in just a few moments. You need to prepare your spirit first. Do not let your mind wander. Bring your focus completely back to my voice. The enemy will try to make your phone glitch or send a random notification to break this connection. Ignore everything else. Your entire future depends on the instruction hidden at the end of this message, so you must pay close attention. You are about to receive divine clarity. I know how deeply exhausted you are. You have carried the weight of your bloodline for years without a single word of complaint. You built boundaries, and they called you selfish. You guarded your peace, and they called you cold. But heaven calls you faithful, and your absolute refusal to settle for less has triggered a heavenly response. The atmosphere around you is shifting rapidly. You can feel the electric tension in the air. This message is the final confirmation you asked for yesterday. Do you remember that silent prayer you whispered when you felt completely broken? God heard it, and God said you must open this truth right now, because tomorrow morning changes absolutely everything. There is a dark force trying to hijack your timeline. They are preparing to send a massive distraction to derail your focus. If you do not hear the end of this revelation, you will blindly walk into their carefully laid trap. I refuse to let the darkness steal what you have worked so hard to build. Stay totally anchored here. Take one more slow breath in and a slower breath out. Ground yourself in this reality. The veil is thinning and the truth is bleeding through. What I am about to share will disturb the comfortable lies you have been told, and it will dismantle the illusions keeping you stuck. Prepare yourself for the ultimate awakening. You are feeling completely exhausted and drained right now. The deep physical tiredness in your bones is incredibly real. You wake up at 3 in the morning with a racing mind, and every time you open your eyes in the dark, you feel an overwhelming sense of sudden urgency that makes you stare quietly at the bedroom ceiling for hours. You seriously wonder if you are losing your mind, but I am here to tell you that your spirit is simply awake. The physical toll has been incredibly heavy on you lately. You feel a sudden tightness in your chest when certain people text you. Your energy drains the moment you walk into specific rooms. You try so hard to push through the daily struggle, and you smile brightly to pretend that everything in your life is perfectly fine. But your physical body is strongly rejecting the toxic environments that no longer serve your highest spiritual good. Insensitive people have often called you way too sensitive. They repeatedly told you that you overreact to very simple situations, and because you have a truly beautiful heart, you actually started to believe their cruel, manipulative words. You began to deeply question your own mental sanity. You apologized constantly when you did absolutely nothing wrong, and you bent over backwards just to keep the peace in relationships that only brought you deep emotional pain. But heaven sees the absolute truth of your current situation. Your spiritual intuition was never broken or flawed. Tap the like button as an act of agreement with what God just spoke to you. This simple physical action anchors your beautiful energy to this divine frequency, and it sends a very clear signal to the universe that you are ready to stop doubting your inner voice. You are finally listening to the divine truth. Think about all the times you felt a strange knot in your stomach. You knew someone was lying before they even finished their sentence. You easily felt the subtle negative shift in their aura. You could clearly sense the hidden malice behind their friendly fake smiles. And every single time you purposely ignored that strong gut feeling, you ended up getting deeply hurt by their inevitable betrayal. You are the empath with boundaries standing strong today. The selfish narcissists in your life used to feast on your endless compassion. They constantly brought heavy chaos into your world and fed on your emotional reactions. But lately, you have completely lost the burning desire to explain yourself to people who are absolutely committed to misunderstanding you. You just quietly walk away without saying a single word. This sudden urge to completely isolate yourself is not depression. It is a brilliant divine mechanism designed to protect your sacred energy. You find yourself suddenly disgusted by meaningless and empty small talk. You cannot stand being around fake and shallow people anymore, because the superficial things that used to entertain you now feel incredibly hollow and utterly pointless. Your precious soul is demanding real depth and meaning. You crave genuine connections that nourish your tired spirit. You want honest conversations that touch the deepest parts of your soul. But until that true kingdom connection arrives, heaven has deliberately placed you in a strict season of divine isolation to protect your heart. You are the rare one who survived the massive storm alone. You fought invisible battles in silence while everyone thought you were resting. You fought terrifying demons alone in the pitch-black dark. That is exactly why you are seeing repeating numbers everywhere you go. 111 and 777 are following you constantly. You always look at the clock at the exact same time every day. These strange synchronicities are definitely not random and meaningless coincidences, but they are physical breadcrumbs left by your guardian angels to constantly confirm that you are exactly where you need to be. Stop letting the blind world convince you that you are fundamentally broken. You are not broken or damaged in any way. You are just highly attuned to a spiritual frequency that most ordinary people cannot comprehend. Your high vibration makes them feel extremely uncomfortable and deeply insecure. They do not hate you for shining so brightly. but they secretly hate you because your pure light effortlessly exposes the dark secrets they desperately try to hide. Take a slow and deep breath right this very moment. Let the heavy burden of false guilt fall off your tired shoulders immediately. You are not responsible for healing stubborn people who absolutely refuse to heal themselves. You faithfully carried their toxic emotional baggage for way too long, and it is finally time to drop that heavy load so you can quickly step into your true spiritual power. You have certainly sacrificed more than enough for them. I want to sincerely validate every single quiet tear you cried in secret. You felt like a strange alien on this planet because you are a genuinely rare soul. You were sent here to boldly break the generational curses that kept your entire bloodline trapped in poverty and pain. God had to completely isolate you to dramatically upgrade your internal operating system, and your long season of deep loneliness was actually a beautiful season of intense spiritual protection. You look back at your painful past and wonder why it was so incredibly hard. You ask God why certain doors were forcefully slammed shut in your face. You felt completely abandoned when those golden opportunities slipped away. But heaven was actually orchestrating a massive rescue mission behind the scenes to save your beautiful soul. Think about the toxic people who suddenly walked out on you. You cried over their unexpected departure for so many long months. You thought their cruel rejection meant you were fundamentally unworthy of true love. But they were never meant to stay in your glorious new timeline. God deliberately removed them to protect your sacred energy. Every single brutal rejection you faced was a brilliant divine redirection. The universe did not maliciously deny you your deepest desires. The universe was simply delaying the physical manifestation to thoroughly clean out the rooms you were not yet ready to enter. If you had received the massive blessing back then, they would have destroyed it. The intense emotional pain was absolutely never meant to destroy you. It was a rigorous training ground to completely rewire your sensitive nervous system. The terrible betrayal you survived did not come to break you down permanently. It came to drastically upgrade your spiritual intuition so you could easily spot a dangerous counterfeit. You are the powerful cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. You willingly took on the heavy generational trauma so your future children would never have to feel it. That immense heavy burden almost broke your beautiful spirit many times, but the brutal fire of that immense suffering forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. The long season of waiting felt like a cruel physical punishment to your tired mind. You watched ordinary people get everything they wanted, with zero effort. You wondered why your righteous path was filled with so many massive obstacles and endless delays. But heaven does not build a magnificent permanent castle overnight, like a cheap, temporary tent. You were being meticulously prepared to handle a massive generational wealth transfer. God had to forcefully stretch your emotional capacity to hold the immense power coming your way. If the great breakthrough had arrived early, the sheer weight of the glory would have crushed your unprepared foundation. Everything happened at the perfect time. The absolute truth is that those past environments were way too small for your giant spirit. You tried to shrink yourself down to comfortably fit into their tiny little boxes. You dimmed your bright light just to make their insecure egos feel totally safe. But God forcefully evicted you from those places because you belong in much bigger rooms. Remember the hidden secret I mentioned earlier about why you suffered so deeply? This is the ultimate spiritual truth you have been desperately waiting to hear. Your agonizing pain was actually the heavy price of your beautiful spiritual elevation. You were paying the admission fee to enter a dimension of pure abundance that they can never access. They truly thought they got away with hurting your innocent heart. They laughed behind your back and thought you would stay entirely broken forever. But they completely underestimated the ferocious power of a chosen one who finally remembers their true divine identity. Your quiet comeback is absolutely terrifying to the enemies who plotted your downfall. Stop holding on to the bitter, heavy anger from yesterday. Release the toxic resentment that is strongly anchoring you to a dead timeline. The universe has already vindicated your pure soul in the spiritual realm. The people who secretly plotted your destruction are watching their own fragile empires crumble to dust. You do not need to fight them at all. God is fighting all your silent spiritual battles right now. The divine justice system operates with perfect and absolute terrifying precision. Every single tear you cried has been beautifully converted into a massive seed of future prosperity. The massive harvest is literally waiting for you to simply step completely out of your false victim mentality. You must completely forgive yourself for ignoring your own intuition in the past. You did the absolute best you could with the limited knowledge you had back then. You were simply a kind empath trying to find warm light in a very cold place. But you are no longer that naive person who begs for basic respect and minimal human decency. Your personal energy has shifted dramatically over the last few weeks. The trivial things that used to trigger massive anxiety in you now just make you quietly smile. You finally realize that you hold the ultimate power to dictate the terms of your own beautiful existence. No one can ever steal your deep joy without your explicit permission anymore. This profound realization is the exact golden key to unlocking tomorrow. You have successfully passed the absolute hardest test of your entire spiritual life. But the dark forces are still lurking quietly in the shadows. They are actively trying to find a new back door into your sacred energy field. You must stay incredibly vigilant as we move forward. You might be wondering why the universe took so long. You did all the right things. You prayed consistently. But the massive blessing still feels completely blocked right now. There is a hidden mechanism operating entirely behind the scenes that is actively intercepting your heavenly deliveries. I am going to reveal exactly what is blocking your path. The agonizing delay was absolutely never your fault. Your faith was incredibly strong. Your pure heart was always in the right place. But the dark forces deployed a highly sophisticated frequency trap to keep you perpetually exhausted. They deliberately flooded your physical environment with heavy, chaotic energy because they wanted to drown out the gentle voice of God. This dark mechanism relies heavily on your constant stress. They want you living in sheer survival mode every single day. They know that a worried mind cannot effectively receive divine instructions. When you are frantically trying to fix everything yourself, you accidentally block the miraculous intervention that heaven has already prepared for your situation. Think about the sudden financial drains you experienced. Think about the random arguments that erupted out of nowhere. These chaotic events were never just bad luck. They were calculated spiritual attacks, designed specifically to lower your vibration and keep you severely misaligned. The enemy desperately needs you to stay totally blind to your true immense power. But something absolutely magnificent is happening right now. The hidden spiritual blockade is finally breaking apart. The narcissists and the manipulators from your past are currently in a state of absolute panic. They can clearly feel your energy shifting away from their toxic control, and they are terrified because they can no longer drain your brilliant light. Type 111 down in the comments to claim this alignment. Doing this creates a physical anchor for your new spiritual reality. It tells the universe that you are fully ready to bypass the old restrictive matrix. You are publicly declaring that the evil frequency trap has absolutely no power over your destiny anymore. Your spiritual chains are breaking. You must understand why the enemy is so afraid. You are no longer acting like their predictable little victim. You stopped reacting to their petty insults. You stopped trying to prove your incredible worth to people who are completely committed to misunderstanding you. Your profound silence has become a weapon of light that pierces right through their dark illusions. Your quiet authority is extremely dangerous to their crumbling empire. They relied entirely on your emotional outbursts to feed their hungry egos. When you finally withdrew your precious energy, They began to starve spiritually. That is exactly why they are currently trying to provoke you with ridiculous rumors and meaningless drama. They are begging for a reaction. Do not fall for their desperate, pathetic tricks. Keep your boundaries completely locked and heavily guarded. The universe is actively fighting your battles while you remain perfectly still in the raging storm. God is using their own wicked traps to entirely dismantle their false authority. The very things they sent to destroy you are now destroying them instead. You are witnessing the spectacular collapse of their dark kingdom. Every lie they told about you is being aggressively exposed. The people who secretly celebrated your downfall are now watching heaven prepare a massive table for you. They are forced to witness your glorious rise from the ashes, and they can do absolutely nothing to stop the divine wealth transfer. This is the exact reason why the spiritual attacks felt so heavy lately. A dying enemy always fights the hardest right before their final defeat. The darkness threw everything it had at you just to see if you would finally break. But you stood your ground like a true warrior. You survived the brutal storm completely alone. Now the spiritual mechanism that kept you bound is fully exposed. You can see the invisible strings they tried to attach to your soul. You recognize the subtle manipulation hiding behind their fake apologies. Your eyes are wide open to the truth, and the divine radar inside your spirit is accurately detecting every single lie they speak. The heavy block is being permanently removed from your path tonight, but you must actively participate in this massive energy clearing process. You cannot hold on to the heavy toxic baggage while stepping into your promised land. The universe requires you to drop the dead weight immediately. You have to willingly release the familiar pain that you have been carrying. Heaven is handing you the master key to your new reality. The matrix is glitching because your rising frequency is disrupting their ancient codes. You are literally rewriting your genetic destiny with every powerful boundary you set. The dark forces are absolutely powerless against a chosen one who finally realizes their own true immense magnitude. Listen carefully to what I am about to say next. There are specific signs that prove this massive purge is happening in your body right now. You must recognize these physical symptoms so you do not accidentally fall back into fear. I will outline exactly what you need to look for. Your complete physical and spiritual liberation depends on this next crucial step. The physical mechanism that blocked your prayers is now completely shattered. But your physical body must physically release the residual toxic energy left behind. You are entering a massive spiritual detox right now. Heaven is actively preparing your vessel for a massive upgrade, and I need to give you the 5 undeniable signs that you are purging this old reality. Number 1 is a sudden and intense desire to clean your physical space. You look around your room and suddenly feel disgusted by the clutter. You want to throw away old clothes and old gifts from toxic people. This is not just random spring cleaning. Your spirit is actively trying to expel the stagnant energy that keeps you tied to your painful past. Every single object holds a specific energetic frequency. When you keep things from people who deeply betrayed you, you keep their dark frequency inside your sacred home. You must ruthlessly throw those old items completely away. Do not hold on to them out of false guilt or strange nostalgia. Your new wealthy timeline demands a completely clean and empty physical vessel. Number 2 is a massive shift in your sleeping patterns. You are having incredibly vivid and strange dreams lately. Sometimes, these dreams feature people from your distant past who caused you immense pain. Do not be afraid of these terrifying night visions. This is simply your subconscious mind aggressively fighting off the final dark attachments while you are physically resting. The enemy tries to attack you in your sleep because your waking boundaries are too strong now. But your guardian angels are standing right next to your bed. They are violently cutting the invisible soul ties that kept you emotionally bound to those energy vampires. When you wake up sweating, just drink some water and thank God for the heavy spiritual surgery. Number 3 is your absolute zero tolerance for disrespect. You used to politely smile when people made passive-aggressive jokes about you. You used to nervously laugh to ease the uncomfortable tension in the room. But lately, your face remains completely blank when they try to insult you. You simply stare at them until they feel incredibly stupid and deeply embarrassed. This is the beautiful birth of your quiet authority. You no longer feel the heavy, agonizing guilt when you finally tell someone no. You do not offer any long explanations or weak apologies anymore. Your simple no is a complete and absolute sentence. This massive energetic shift proves that your throat chakra is finally clearing out years of suppressed truth and deep trauma. Number 4 is a sudden physical rejection of lower vibrations. You might suddenly lose your appetite for unhealthy foods or heavy alcohol. Your stomach might literally turn when you hear people violently gossiping about others. This is your biological body upgrading to match your new high spiritual frequency. Your physical vessel simply cannot digest toxic garbage anymore. Do not force yourself to participate in those low vibration activities just to fit in. Your friends might complain that you have changed and become too serious. Let them complain and let them walk away. You are rapidly mutating into a weapon of light, and you cannot afford to lower your vibration just to make them feel slightly more comfortable in their darkness. Number 5 is the intense feeling of heavy pressure right before the release. You feel like a stretched rubber band that is about to violently snap. You cry randomly in the middle of the day for absolutely no logical reason. Let those heavy tears flow completely freely down your face. Those tears are literally washing away the heavy, dense trauma from your exhausted nervous system. You are not breaking down right now. You are breaking completely through the thick concrete wall. This intense pressure is the exact same pressure that transforms a dirty lump of coal into a flawless diamond. You are the rare anomaly who is actively transmuting generational pain into generational wealth. Your heavy tears are watering the seeds of your incoming massive harvest. You must let go of the old painful story today. You cannot carry your heavy victim identity into the glorious master timeline. The universe is strictly demanding that you drop the heavy bags right at the golden door. If you refuse to let go of the familiar pain, your hands will be too full to catch the massive blessing dropping tomorrow. The hidden mechanism that held you back is permanently destroyed. The old chains are shattered on the floor right now. You are absolutely free to walk into the brilliant light. But before we go to the deeper signs, I have to urgently address something else. There is a deeply hidden trap waiting for you. I have to warn you about a fatal trap set up right at the finish line. 99% of chosen ones fall for this specific illusion right before their massive breakthrough. The darkness knows they cannot stop your blessing, so they will try to make you completely miss it. Listen very closely to the next part. The fatal trap I warned you about earlier is finally being exposed. The miracle is literally standing right outside your front door. You can clearly feel the heavy shift in the atmosphere, but the darkness is playing its absolute final card tonight. They are sending a dangerous counterfeit to test your spiritual boundaries. A counterfeit always looks exactly like the real blessing at first glance. It might be a toxic former partner who suddenly texts you out of nowhere. They will cry and claim they have changed and want to apologize. It might be an old friend who betrayed you asking for a second chance. Do not reply to them at all. This is a deliberate spiritual trap. The enemy knows you have been intensely lonely. They are heavily preying on your deep desire for genuine connection. If you open that door, they will rush in and violently steal the massive blessing God just delivered. You must keep your door completely locked to anyone from your painful past. Their sudden return is never a coincidence. Your true kingdom connection is not going to cause you deep anxiety. True divine blessings do not come wrapped in heavy confusion and lies. When God sends the real thing, it brings absolute peace to your nervous system. You will not have to second-guess their intentions or beg for their basic loyalty. You will just safely know it in your soul. The sudden presence of this fake counterfeit is actually a massive confirmation. The devil only sends a fake when the real one is incredibly close. The dark shadow always appears right before the bright sun rises over the horizon. You are literally hours away from the greatest breakthrough of your entire earthly life. You must not fail this final test. You have worked way too hard to surrender your peace now. You survived the brutal storms that would have completely destroyed an ordinary person. You walked straight through the heavy fire and came out absolutely clean. Do not trade your glorious, wealthy future for a cheap copy of your broken past. The universe is closely watching your response. Let the dead stay completely in the past where they belong. You cannot resurrect a relationship that heaven deliberately killed to protect you. Your silence is your ultimate weapon against this dark and desperate intrusion. Just delete the text and block their number immediately without any hesitation. Send a clear message to the spiritual realm that you are truly ready. The exact moment you firmly reject the counterfeit, the real door swings wide open. The painful delay was only happening because God needed to see if you would settle for less. And tonight, you just proved that your standards are permanently raised. The heavens are loudly rejoicing over your fierce obedience. Your massive reward is fully cleared for rapid delivery. Can you feel the heavy burden lifting off your chest right now? That is the old broken timeline permanently detaching from your spirit. The chaotic energy of the enemy is violently retreating back into the dark shadows. You have successfully navigated the absolute most dangerous trap on this entire journey. You are officially stepping into the pure light. The heavy atmosphere is completely cleared out and cleansed. The warrior angels are forming a massive protective wall around your physical body. No weapon formed against you will ever prosper again in this lifetime. The agonizing season of waiting has officially expired forever. You are now boldly crossing the threshold into the promised dimension. Prepare your tired mind for what happens next. The beautiful transition is going to be incredibly rapid and wildly overwhelming. The blessings will pour in so fast that you will barely have time to process them. This is the exact divine acceleration you desperately prayed for last year. Your beautiful spirit is about to explode with pure joy. I need you to firmly hold on to this high frequency. Do not let the mundane world drag you back down to their low vibration. You are rapidly ascending to a level where miracles are just normal daily occurrences. Everything is about to make perfect sense very soon. The ultimate revelation is finally here. Take a slow, deep breath and prepare to receive your heavy crown. You are absolutely no longer the wounded empath crying in the dark. The massive shift is happening right now in your physical room. Listen closely to my next words, because they will aggressively activate your true power. Your new reality is about to bend to your absolute will. The fake illusions are burning away entirely right in front of you. The counterfeit relationships are dissolving into pure, useless dust. You are standing absolutely victorious on the ancient spiritual battlefield. The universe is heavily whispering your name right now in the sacred halls. You have officially passed the final spiritual exam. Welcome to your glorious era of quiet authority. You are no longer the fragile empath who constantly begged to be understood. The pain forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. And from this exact moment on, your pure energy demands heavy respect without a single spoken word, because they finally recognize your divine alignment. They truly thought they had successfully broken your spirit. They thought pushing you into deep isolation would completely destroy your mind. But they did not realize that solitude was your divine training ground. You did not break under the heavy pressure. You beautifully evolved into a dangerous weapon of brilliant light, and you are finally ready to take back everything they stole from you. The profound silence after the heavy storm hits entirely different. You suddenly realize you were the mighty storm all along. You became the exact fierce weapon you were desperately trying to survive. The darkness thought it was slowly consuming you over the last few months, but you were actually consuming the darkness and turning it into pure spiritual fuel while they watched in absolute horror. The massive waiting season is officially over right now. The dry and lonely desert you walked through has suddenly burst into a glorious oasis. Every single closed door is being violently blown off its hinges. Can you feel that massive shift in your spirit right this second? That is the roaring frequency of absolute victory, and it is actively descending upon your physical body to deliver your ultimate reward. You are stepping forcefully into the wealthy timeline you were born to rule. The generational curses that plagued your family die with you tonight. You are the definitive and powerful cycle breaker. Future generations of your bloodline will definitely look back and thank you for fiercely fighting this brutal spiritual war, while everyone else simply chose to surrender. You finally won everything that the universe promised you. The divine wealth you were promised is flowing effortlessly into your new timeline. Money and vast resources will naturally gravitate toward your pure aura. You will never have to beg or chase anything ever again. You simply sit on your heavenly throne, and you magnetically attract everything that rightfully belongs to you without lifting a single finger. You are a powerful magnet for endless miracles today. I want you to heavily feel the intense euphoria rushing through your veins. The pitch-black darkness has retreated completely behind you. The glorious dawn of the new golden era is shining directly onto your spiritual crown. Your confused enemies are totally paralyzed by your magnificent sudden rise. They literally cannot understand how you managed to survive their cruel traps. But heaven always protects its most chosen and valuable warriors. They are watching your incredible success with absolute terror. They thought you would remain a helpless, pathetic victim forever. But heaven just handed you the master keys to the entire earthly kingdom. You have full and total authority over your physical environment. Sickness and poverty must immediately flee when you boldly walk into the room, because your energy is permanently vibrating at a terrifyingly high frequency. This is not a temporary illusion at all. This is the absolute peak of your true spiritual awakening. Every single tear you cried has manifested into a solid brick of gold. The massive withdrawal is happening on Earth right now. You are about to rapidly see the physical evidence of your unseen faith, because the spiritual realm is actively responding to your commands. Take a deep breath and let this immense power settle inside your bones. Your physical body is vibrating at the absolute highest possible frequency. The warrior angels are singing a fierce song of victory over your entire life. You are completely protected from all sides by an impenetrable wall of holy fire. No evil force can ever touch you again, and your sacred peace will never be violently interrupted by those toxic energy vampires. To lock in this glorious frequency, you must take immediate physical action. You cannot just listen and passively walk away. The enemy is waiting for you to drop your guard the second this video ends. You must actively seal this new reality into your earthly timeline before tomorrow morning. If you close this message without claiming your portion, the divine portal will slowly shut and you will have to wait for another cycle. The spiritual realm strictly requires a physical anchor to secure the heavy blessing. Your active participation is the final stamp of approval on this heavenly contract. God is watching your immediate physical response in this exact second. Will you let this immense power fade away, Or will you partner boldly with heaven to finally claim your rightful golden crown? You have to make a definitive choice tonight. Your spirit is screaming a massive yes right now. You can literally feel the electric current running through your open hands. That buzzing energy needs to be directed immediately into a solid action. Do not let the dark algorithm distract you with another random video. You must anchor your awakened soul to this sacred truth right here, because the universe is demanding a clear sign of your absolute readiness. The universe has fully delivered its greatest promise directly to your glowing screen. You have the absolute power to confidently command your destiny from this moment forward. Prepare your open hands to safely receive the massive overflowing abundance. The final seal is rapidly approaching your timeline, and you must be completely ready to execute the divine command without any hesitation whatsoever. Your new reality starts the moment you take action. The fiery energy in your room is reaching its absolute peak right now. Heaven has completely delivered this urgent warning directly to your soul, and you are standing at the golden finish line of your long spiritual journey. But the ancient ritual is not entirely finished just yet. You must physically claim this specific territory before the dark forces return. The enemy is waiting in the cold shadows outside your front door. They are desperately praying that you just close this video and walk away. If you leave without placing a physical seal on this divine revelation, you leave your spiritual door wide open for their nasty attacks. You must forcefully lock them out of your new timeline forever. I need you to loudly declare your absolute victory to the universe. Type the word Amen down in the comments right now to seal this reality. This is not just a simple word on a glowing glass screen. This is a binding spiritual contract between your awakened soul and the highest heavenly courts. It completely legally locks your blessing into place. When you proudly type that sacred word into the universe, you are physically signing for your massive divine delivery today. You are telling God that you are fully prepared to receive the generational wealth. The dark entities absolutely hate it when you take a firm physical stand. They hate seeing a chosen one confidently claim their rightful heavy crown without any fear. Do not stop there. You must build an impenetrable energy shield around your daily life. Hit the subscribe button to establish a divine energy receiving station right here. You need a safe anchor to constantly remind you of your true high frequency. The dark world will try to drag you down tomorrow, but this sacred space will always lift you up. Subscribing is a powerful act of deep spiritual defiance. It tells the manipulative narcissists that you are entirely done with them. You are boldly aligning yourself with the absolute highest frequency of pure truth and total endless abundance. You are officially joining the untouchable inner circle of true reality masters today. Now I have one final heavenly command for you to strictly follow. This fiery message has successfully reignited the beautiful faith inside your tired heart. Do not keep this immense blessing entirely to yourself. Sowing a tiny seed of bright hope today is multiplying the massive blessing for yourself tomorrow, and the universe heavily rewards a truly generous spirit. There is a broken soul out there bleeding in the pitch-black dark. They are desperately crying out for a guiding light right this very second. Share this vital message with someone who needs it to multiply your own glorious harvest. When you help another chosen one wake up, heaven instantly doubles the golden portion assigned to your holy name. This is the beautiful spiritual law of divine multiplication actively at work. You are officially stepping into the sacred role of a true cycle breaker. You are completely leaving the heavy victim mentality in the dirty ashes of your painful past. You are a fierce warrior of pure light, and your mere physical presence commands absolute ultimate respect. Tomorrow morning will look entirely different for you. The heavy burden that crushed your chest for years is permanently destroyed forever. You will wake up with a quiet authority that absolutely terrifies anyone who secretly plots against you. You will easily recognize their foolish little traps. and you will just quietly laugh at their incredibly weak daily efforts. You have survived the most brutal spiritual storm of this entire century. The heavy rain completely washed away all the fake friends and toxic lovers. You are standing absolutely victorious on the ancient battlefield, and you are holding your magnificent head incredibly high today. God is constantly smiling down on your pure, resilient heart right now. Your heavenly bank is full. Do not let anyone ever make you doubt your extreme worth again. You paid a remarkably heavy price to learn these difficult cosmic lessons. You earned every single ounce of the profound wisdom you carry in your beautiful soul today. No human being can ever steal the divine anointing that God personally poured over your physical, tired head. The divine alignment is finally complete and fully operational. The massive heavenly portals are locked entirely in your absolute favor right now. Everything you touch from this moment forward will magically turn into pure, sparkling gold. You are the chosen one who successfully passed the ultimate agonizing test, and your massive reward is permanently secured today. Go forward in absolute peace and total unwavering confidence. Let your beautiful bright light violently blind the dark forces that try to stop you. Type Amen one last time down in the comments below to permanently close the ancient door on your painful history. You are a magnificent master of reality now. Your glorious new life begins right now.